Kalanchoe plant is a winter season plant and can produce hundreds of blooms if you follow up a few very important things. In this video, we will discuss about Kalanchoe plant care with 5 tricks to boost their growth. So keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. The most important thing in Kalanchoe plant care is the season of its growth. As it is a winter season plant, that's why if you are trying to grow them in hot summer days, the growth will be very dull. On the other side, growing Kalanchoe plant in a cool area or season can be very growth boosting. And their season starts as the temperature starts to drop in early winter days. It's the best time to buy these plants from your local nursery, and you can enjoy their colors until late spring days. In the cold climate areas, you can get blooms out of them all around the year, but for a temperate region, it will be very helpful if you grow them in winters. The another thing in Kalanchoe plant care is their soil mix. Kalanchoe plant have thick and fleshy leaves filled with moisture, that's why they don't require so much moisture. Oppositely, putting them in a water holding mixture can go really bad. Too much moisture in the soil can cause rotting of its roots and stem. So to avoid this whole issue, you should use a well-draining soil mixture that you can make at home using very simple ingredients. A detailed guide on making the best mixture for such succulents is added in the description box. You can check it out. Otherwise, try to water them very carefully, only when the soil feels dry. You can also choose a commercial succulents mix that helps you even more. It's linked in the description box. Another important thing in Kalanchoe plant care is its sunlight requirement. Kalanchoe plant is a flowering plant, and for that reason, sunlight is very important for its faster growth and blooming. You can put them in a full day of winter sun, but the summer's sunlight is very intense and that can be harmful. In the summer days, you can provide them a few hours of morning sun, but in the winters, the sunlight is very good for its growth. Deficiency of sunlight can result very less growth and no flowers on the plant. So adjust the location of your Kalanchoe plant accordingly. Kalanchoe plant produces lots of blooms, especially in springs. And here, if you apply a powerful fertilizer, this can be extremely beneficial. Plant will produce even more flowers and their bright color will also come up. Kalanchoe plant is a moderate feeder and a good fertilizer once a month is enough. For the fertilizer, you can use any nutrients-enriched fertilizer, or you can also try out our homemade flower fertilizer that also works really well and it's easy to make as well. A detailed guide about this fertilizer is linked in the description box, must check it out. So if you keep all of these points in mind, you wouldn't need our next care point, that is to keep checking for any pest and disease. Kalanchoe plant have a few pest enemies that can go really bad if you don't treat them timely. In common problems of Kalanchoe plant, rotting of its leaves can be an issue, but keeping the moisture in control can prevent this thing. Less flowers problem can be cured by a good fertilizer, but for the prevention of pests, you should use Neem oil spray. That not only keeps the Kalanchoe plant healthy, but also prevents the spreading of these pests and insects. A video on making and applying Neem oil spray is here, must check it out.